The showcase of the best players in the NFL is coming up as we celebrate the latest edition of the Pro Bowl. The stars of the AFC and NFC are ready to shine. Next on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, Roy was a staple on the NFL calendar for so many years, and now it's back. The AFC and the NFC and the NFL Pro Bowl game. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of what you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
The best players the NFL has to offer on one stage. The AFC-NFC Pro Bowl underway here in Vegas. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So here comes the AFC for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
As a deep back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That one's on Quentin Nelson, the All-Pro guard. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill. Complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense is to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The AFC with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to put the ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Tucker's kick is good. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out comes the NFC for their initial drive. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And the first possession isn't until the second quarter, but what's nice about it, it's only down 3. So what you sell your team on is, look, one possession, one drive, we put it in the end zone. We're in the lead in this game. Let's go, guys. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be off or too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this throw incomplete. Well, it fell over in that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10. Sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is. Knows it's going to be a route around that distance. Makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop, and let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing is Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Andrews.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy space and kind of body people away and catch the football. but not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Mahomes will try again on second down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's to the 15, and he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, you know we talk about these defensive backs during the season, that they're educated gamblers. They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific in this game.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. So we have come upon halftime of this Pro Bowl with the NFC on top of the AFC. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coach, we now proceed to the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step in.
He's got a man, complete. That one good for 37 yards.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to go up top again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. T.J. Hockenson, 29 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and wing in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A 39 punt, a return of 5. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. The NFC about ready to set up shop. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A good pickup there, 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter.
It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught at the 10. That one goes for yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
What's the deal, man?
And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's the NFC with the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Second down. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Justin Jefferson from 4 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The AFC offense making their way back out. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely dominant performance and one that they can build on. Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately can get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back out is the AFC offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We're down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st down, Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Mahomes now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So, Charles, for the NFC, final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The NFC, they are your winners as we say so long from the Pro Bowl.